welcome back. It is early November and I am back down here at the Waiau River mouth, and it is a completely different setup from what it was in September when we were down here. I'm fishing in about the same spot where that sandstone buttress island thing was, and there's a few whitebait around. We've had a few scoops, and I reckon we've got a good cup and a half so far, so I'll play a bit of that action, and then we'll go and catch some more. This is the first scoop of the day. Here's the second scoop. You can see them, it's a big shoal there in the sun. How's it going? I think I just got a real big shoal of smelt. Yep. Oh, you can smell it. It's got a real cucumber smell to it. And it looks like a good pudding, but most of it ain't whitebait. There's whitebait in it. Fortunately or unfortunately. Oh dear. Oh jeez. There's a big shoal just there. It's just walked in and spooked them. Wasn't even looking. Yeah. Well, let's all go here, but the tide's come in and made it a bit harder to scoop. You can see them on the bottom though, and you can see a lot of smelt on the bottom, which we've been catching as well. But when we're catching smelt, we're catching whitebait, so yeah, happy enough. Catching a few mullet. I think they're mullet, they're silvery fish. If it's not mullet, comment below. And this weird brown thing, and I don't know what this is, so if you do know what it is, definitely comment below. Yeah, we're doing quite well, and we'll keep on going because we're still catching, but yeah, it's certainly getting tricky dragging. The water's very slack here, and it's a lot of waves starting to push up against the shore, but we'll see how we go. Smelt. I think sorting the whitebait out from the smelt's harder work than actually fishing, and the fishing's hard enough, so but we're still getting them, so can't complain too much. Yeah, there's 20 or so in there. Well, getting a bit hard to scoop, but we're still getting them. So I'd say we had 50 or more in the last scoop. Not so many smelt. Man, it's getting really hard to scoop. There's no real obvious place to do it, and the current right here is really slack, and then if you go a bit further upstream, then you come into a whole lot of people fishing their own nets, so there's no real place to drag. Got to be a little bit conscious about the boat getting through the surf as well that's coming up the river. We might have 1 or 2 more goes, and then I think we might call it a day, but I think if there's a lesson from today, it's probably should have been down here an hour before low tide, not an hour after it. So there you have it, got a bit rough in the end, probably left the crossing down at the mouth back into the estuary a bit late in the boat, but we made it in the end. A bit more than a pound there. I think we'll take it home and weigh it and magically appear down here somewhere. And overall good day. It's just on lunchtime. We've got most of the day left in front of us, so we'll head home, and we'll definitely come back before the season ends, because it's a bit of bait round. Welcome back. It's 2 weeks later and I'm back down at the Waiau mouth, and boy has it changed. That sandstone island I was fishing around and getting reasonably good bait from is completely surrounded by gravel. The lagoon's cut off and the river's sort of running straight out to sea. It's about 15 minutes before low tide. There's no one else down here at the front with me. There's a few set netters up the back, and I'm just about to have a walk up the river a little bit and see what I can see. Not even a whitebait. We've had a couple of scoops, we've got nothing. I had a walk around the cut-off lagoon because it looks like when the tide comes up the water might flow into there, and saw nothing. So it's not looking particularly good, especially with the absence of people down here. I'm going to have another scoop now and see how we go, but unless we see some action soon, I think it'll be a pretty short day. We got 13 that time, so there's one or two starting to come up. It's still pretty early in the tide, so we may get a few more. We'll keep on fishing. Well, we got 7 that time, not exactly setting the world on fire, but we'll give it a bit longer. Well, we didn't get any that time, and as you can see, some of the waves coming up are quite rough. I think I'm going to call it. We caught about 2 dozen in total. I'm going to go and let those go now. So a bit of a slow end to the season, probably not unexpected. It's late November, the sea's got a bit of a lump on it, and there's nobody else down the front, which gives us a big hint. But that's okay, this will be the last time we come out whitebaiting in November. The season next year is 1 September to 30 October. And now we've got the boat. There's a few new rivers that we're going to go and visit, and hope to catch a few whitebait.